Hey everybody, this is Jacob. Just a little disclaimer here. We actually recorded this episode maybe 6 months ago. So what you're going to hear is kind of stuck in time, but we still wanted you to hear episode 1 exactly as it is. So just letting you know that, and keep in mind that it's old. Anyway, please enjoy the Jacob and Ashley show.
The Ashley and Jacob show.
Really? Anyway, y'all enjoy the show.
You have been responded.
What's going on, everybody? This is episode 1 of the Jacob and Ashley show.
The Ashley and Jacob show.
The what?
The Ashley and Jacob show. You
Jacob
know
and
what
Ashley
it
show.
is?
It's the Jacob and Ashley show.
No.
Okay.
You can pretend.
Okay. I won the coin flip, so therefore it is the Jacob and Ashley show.
Okay.
All right, you can stay
Everybody
bitter.
out there, you know what it is.
It's the Jacob
Ashley and Jacob show.
The Jacob and Ashley show. She can stay bitter.
All right.
Anyway, so who are we? I am Jacob, and
I'm Ashley.
Yep, that's it. So we named the show after us, and we're still fighting over who gets the top billing.
Mm-hmm.
We have been together for 6 years and married for almost 5 of them.
Yep.
And the first game that really brought us together was Connect 4.
Yes. I don't know how such a simplistic game can bring such rage, but it was that way.
Yeah, we played that game pretty hard.
Yeah, and then we just kept trying to find other things to beat each other
Phase
in.
10. It wasn't Scrabble on the phones. What they call was it
Words with Friends?
Yeah, Words with Friends. There it is.
Yeah.
We played that. I kicked your butt.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I actually no. Why did I say yes? Like, no, I used to beat you down.
I was trying to get that over on you.
Oh, I used to beat you down.
Yeah,
that was fun.
I'm not gonna lie, you were pretty good at Words with Friends.
Yeah.
And then eventually that led us over to Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then the first standard rotation hit us, and we were like, we can't play all of our cards. And then somebody introduced us to EDH or Commander.
Yeah, and because standard.
Yeah,
that's expensive.
It is. I can't afford to just re-up my cards all the time.
No.
So
2 people at one time? No.
Yeah. It was fun while it lasted, though.
It was. I mean, it was really fun. Mm-hmm. Once I finally got how Magic worked, I just wanted to win. I just want to win all the time. Yeah.
Commander is definitely something that we have played together since, I want to say 2014. So our first Commanders
2013.
Was it 2013?
Yeah.
It was Commander 2013.
No, it wasn't Commander. It was Standard.
Well, Standard, but the Commander product we played was a 2013 product.
Yeah.
Because we got Oloro, and your first Commander was Derevi, right?
Derevi.
Yeah.
My baby.
Man, I hated that deck.
It was the best.
That was back in the old days where we had like 8 board wipes in our decks. And
too many. Like, people was just board wiping back to back. I'm like, can we just stop?
You played a 4-4 board wipe. Yeah, our games used to last like 3 hours. It was like a 4-person game. We played like 3-4 hour games.
And
it was insane.
Like, yeah, you guys want to play again? Nah.
Nope. Don't go home.
We done for now.
We sure are done for now. Going home. So we went into Commander, and then later down the road we got into board games too.
Yeah.
So yeah, we game pretty hard. I mean, we do video games as well. Let's talk about the show. So what is this show? Primarily, it's for married couples and people that are looking to get their significant other into gaming.
I mean, I guess so. I feel like it's mainly for people who just like to game. And if you just so happen to be in a coupleship, a
coupleship.
Yes, if you just so happen to be in a coupleship, then you just have something more in common with us.
Yeah, I think that is good too. Yeah, we're not just for couples. I mean, that is an appeal for us, and that is an angle that we're definitely going to talk about in future episodes. but it definitely is for people who just love to game. Now, when we say games, we don't just mean video games. We're talking literally any games, board games, Magic the Gathering, shoot, cornhole, tiddlywinks.
I don't even know what tiddlywinks is.
I don't either, but I know it's a game, and somebody's probably gonna message it like, "This is what tiddlywinks is," and I don't want to Google it. So if you want to tell me what it is, that's fine. Thank you for your research.
I don't play cornhole either. That's on his thing.
Yeah,
that's not me.
You got to work on it. You got to work on your throw, your arc.
I have too much strength for that little bean bag. Okay,
exactly. You got to work on the arc.
No.
Okay, sure. Now, Ashley and I, we're very, 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 very competitive.
It's so bad it hurts.
I almost want to say it's borderline psychotic.
I would say so, because like when we're out playing Magic, people think that we about to get divorced or something.
Know.
I'm like, no, this is just
her.
us.
Yeah, I was like, I love this woman. She is the best, but I'm going to destroy her right now in this game.
You. I'm going to burn you out of here.
Right?
You ain't gonna come home.
Not the face. No, Chandra, no. Yeah, we play everything we play hard. Whether it's Smash Brothers or Tekken or Fortnite, Magic, even the board games we play, we throw dice. Actually throw dice so hard it bounce off the dice box and onto the floor.
That's how you get the right number.
They don't count if it's on the floor.
I mean, reroll.
Moving on. But yeah, so we're for everybody that loves the game. But if you're looking for the paradigm to follow after us, I wouldn't say that we're the paradigm when it comes to gaming couples, because we're uberly competitive.
What do you mean by paradigm?
Like, when people look at it like, this is the example of the gaming couple right here. Like, no, that's not us.
What is it?
I feel like we're extreme.
What is a gaming couple supposed to be?
I don't know. I feel like a gaming couple is like, we couch co-op together. And
we do that.
We do. But
we're not always just coming at each other's throats.
We're not.
Because sometimes that gets tiring. Like you and Smash Brothers. I'm like, I just need to win so badly when I play against you in Smash Brothers. And when I don't, I want to lose it.
First of all, I just want y'all to know, Ashley is the kind of person where if we're playing Family Mario Kart and I set it to teams and we're all on the blue team, if I come in first and Ashley comes in second and my daughter comes in third, she's upset because she didn't beat me on the same team.
I mean, because I'm not good enough.
You are second place.
I want to be better than you.
At one point, I was top 1,000 in Mario Kart on the Wii. I know my racing. I know my kart racers.
And I'm just not a racer anymore, so it just doesn't work out for me.
She's just very competitive. So
me and Mario Kart don't go no more.
Yeah. It does. You're really good. I promise she's really good. Now, for those people who don't have partners that are as competitive as my partner is, or as just we are in general, I think the big thing is to always just pick out genres that appeal to them. Like Ashley mentioned, she's not that big into Smash Brothers. She does play it with me, or even fighting games in general, or games like Mario Kart. But we have found games and stuff that have worked for us. I know one big example, one of the first games we played together was like Don't Starve.
Oh, yeah, we did play that. We played that really hard.
We did. We played the mess out of that. That was a fun game. Played games like Ibn Ab, where you're like a green platformer and a pink platformer, traversing through levels.
Puzzles.
Big puzzle solvers and stuff like that. So it's just about finding, the games that work for your partner and you.
Yeah.
So
Jacob, as we or some people may know, I guess, you were on Command Zone and game nights.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. I had the distinct pleasure of being in a fan episode on the Command Zone channel, specifically their game night show. Actually, it was great for me because I flew out in January of 2019. And for those that don't live in the Midwest, we were in the middle of a blizzard and out there in beautiful LA.
He left us.
Let me tell you, when I went out to LA, do you know how many people apologized to me because it was 65 and raining?
That don't make no sense.
Listen, that like multiple people, they were like, "Oh, you're from Columbus, Ohio?" They're like, "Yeah." Like, "Oh, you're here during terrible weather." I'm like,
do you know what I just came from?
Exactly. I'm like, we had a blizzard back home. Like, I literally got off the plane in like my tracksuit, and I remember getting back home when I got back from LA. And you literally gave me my big coat because it was like -5 or something crazy.
Yeah, it was really cold.
Everywhere. Yeah, it was a beautiful time. Shout out to the channel, Terry, Craig, Ashlyn, Jimmy, Josh, of course. They were nothing but gracious to me. Their hospitality was off the charts. The whole experience was dope. I got to meet some of my favorite YouTubers down there as well. Got to meet Jumbo Commander, got to meet Kyle Hill, Mel Lee. So many people that I literally cannot name everybody. If I have the picture, I'll throw it up here. But there were, for those of you that are listening to us on YouTube. But yeah, so it was for me, it was a surreal experience. Like I told them, like I basically had been listening since like very, very early on in the show, when they were talking about a specific commander, Jaleva, for those of you that play Magic the Gathering, because they just kept making the joke. They were reading Jaleva as Helava the entire episode, which was like, but they are literally like how they are, like their banter, I don't understand.
They flow.
Yes. The way that they flow together, it was literally like, for the podcast listeners, it was like, oh, this is them in real life, because they're literally just like talking and quick like that. But yeah, it was great. I got to eat some awesome food, got to eat at one of the best Thai food restaurants in my entire life, and I still have dreams about going to LA and eating at that very specific Thai restaurant. Nobody here serves crispy rice salad, and like no Thai place here, and I'm just like, I want crispy rice salad. So yeah, we will make the trip back there one day.
Yeah. So we did get a lot of
positive feedback.
Yes, you did. I did specifically make a comment on that video that kind of blew up, and people just started coming out of the woodwork like, you guys should do a YouTube channel. I'm like,
can I actually just stop you right there though?
Go ahead.
Here's the thing about the internet. Okay. The thing that I've learned about the internet, because I have been basically on the internet since the dawn of YouTube. I'm 32 now. And the internet is not only scary, the internet is trash.
It is.
Okay. They will literally come for you in a heartbeat. And
for no reason.
I mean, for no
just
reason.
Living life, being happy.
Excuse me, sir. You said your name is Jacob, but it's actually pronounced Jacob.
Like, they will, like, this is my name. Like, how dare you? Like, they will come at you for anything at all.
Right.
So, like, I was surprised at how, like,
positive.
Listen, the reception that I got, I was actually surprised of the positive comments that I got. There are, people that I talk to, still like on Twitter and stuff like that. And just, even though they're like long distance friendships and people that I've never seen their face, like it's afforded me the opportunity to be able to meet other people that have received me well. But that part of it was surreal to me, that the fact that there was like very, 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 very few negative comments about me. I will say too that Jimmy and Josh did a great job when it came to editing me and making me look great. I know there was a lot of things that we had recorded in the interviews and a couple jokes that probably didn't land right when they did.
Trying to be a stand-up comedian out there.
I was not trying to be a stand-up comedian out there, but I mean, they just knew what to pick to make it sound
right.
great. So shout outs to them for making me look great, and shout outs to everybody for receiving me well. But back to you. Yeah, you said you posted a comment, it got upvoted, and
yeah, you said it got upvoted. This is not Reddit.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
This is YouTube. It did get a lot of likes. And I mean, like previously, before you were on the show, we had been talking about doing a YouTube show.
Yeah.
Because when we play video games, we crack each other up.
We do.
Hopefully, it's not just us cracking each other up and everybody else is just looking at us like, okay.
Right.
But
so, I mean, that's, you know what, this is a great segue. As you may have noticed, especially for the people that are on YouTube or maybe Spotify. So the name of the show is called The Jacob and Ashley Show. The Ashley and Jacob Show. I got you. And, but the channel at large is called Till Death Do Us Respawn. It was really something that we came up with. We were like brainstorming titles and ideas for what we wanted the channel to be. And eventually this will branch out into more things.
Yeah, we're hoping to like start streaming because that's where we have the most fun. When we're playing video games or board games or Magic, that's where all the fun comes in. What else are we trying to do?
I mean, have different gameplay videos and shorts up on YouTube. There's still other stuff that I'm working on my personal channel. More on that later.
Talking about our favorites.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, maybe top 10 lists. Like that's when we know we're officially YouTubers, is when we do top 10 lists, and we're what's it called? Shadow Raid Legends. Once we're sponsored by Shadow Raid Legends, that's how we know we've made it. YouTube gaming.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So this is the podcast is just the first step, right? We got to take baby steps.
Yeah, we're just working our way in there, just feeling the waters, seeing how good it feels.
We're fledglings in the internet.
Please don't hurt us.
No. I like if you have constructive feedback for the show for us, you're always welcome to leave it in the comment section. For those of you that know us personally, then feel free to, you know, text us, call us, email us, whatever. Give your feedback. We're always looking to grow, always looking to be better.
Constructive.
Don't
come over here with that negativity.
Please.
That's all.
That was a really short soapbox speech.
I know.
Don't come over here with that negativity.
Because it's short and clean. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
Don't come for this person.
All right.
Anyways, back to the games.
Yeah. So 2020. It's been an unusual year, and it's part of the reason what took us so long to get our first episode out.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, we've been planning this channel for a while, and then Ashley had our second child in October, and we were getting ready to start recording, and COVID-19 happened.
Yeah, we kind of lost focus for a minute.
Oh, man, yeah. So while trying to keep our mentals in check and emotionally, you know, make sure the year was right, you know, get ready to start a new business.
Trying to entertain our kids.
Listen, trying to get a whole new schedule, working from home.
Yeah.
Studio, home office now. It's been a bit of an adjustment for us, but, you know, here we are now, and, you know, no time is better than the present to get something started, right?
Right. I can't wait. I really hope this goes somewhere because I'm excited. I've always wanted to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, there's not a lot of Black representation on YouTube, and I want to be one of them.
Especially in the nerd space.
Not for real. Like, there are like a lack of Black nerds. We go into a Magic the Gathering shop or just a Magic shop, and if there's another Black person, we're like, hey!
Right?
I'll see you.
I tried to explain it to somebody on Twitter one day. They asked me, they were like, you know, what's up with the Black representation in the Magic the Gathering? I was like, honestly, in Columbus, I can count on two hands the number of Black people that I've seen. I was like, and the big thing is, if you go back and look at the intro video from the Command Zone, you can see 4 of them. I'm talking including me, my wife, one of my best friends, and his wife. That, I guess that's including us, and then they got their son. That's 5, like right there. Like, we're 5 of like the 9 or 10 that I know in the entire city. And I've been, and Ashley and I, we make it a point. She'll tell you, we make it a point to frequent like many of our local game stores or LGSs. Like we definitely try to patronize them instead of going online or going to Target or Walmart. We make it a point to support small businesses instead of going, to Target or Walmart or shopping online. Don't get me wrong. I do shop at your TCG player, mostly Card Kingdom now, but we do make it a chance to go into our different LGSs. Shout out to Comic Town. Shout out to Pixel Palace.
Guard Tower.
Oh yeah, oh man, please forgive me, Guard Tower.
West,
that's where I
East.
got my start, was Guard Tower West, and then they've since branched out into 2 different stores. So the Columbus Magic the Gathering scene, it's really something. They're really positive. I think we've only had maybe 1 or 2 negative experiences.
Yeah,
and we've been playing I've been playing for like 7 or 8 years. And
he dragged me into it about 4 years? 5?
No,
5?
Girl,
6?
6.
It's been 6 years.
It's 2014 now.
Lord,
That's crazy, right?
it's been too long. I thought it's been like 20 years.
Nah, you been gaming for a long time.
I'm just kidding.
Do you know how many Commander decks you own? I know we keep talking about
Too
Magic.
many. Yeah, I know.
It's not too many. Most people out there are like, nah.
I mean, I don't even remember. I have. It's because of the pandemic. We've I haven't played that much, so I don't even remember some of the things I have. I have Iroas. I have Atraxa.
Yep.
I have the one I said I was gonna make from you being on Command Zone that Ashlyn played. Kozilek.
Yeah.
Kozilek.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
You have Arabo, the cat's deck.
Arabo, Idris.
Idris?
I call him Idris.
Idris Elba. She has Idris Elba, the deck. What is
his
that
name?
called? He said Idris. I don't even know.
I always want to call him Idris.
It's not Idris.
I'm not sure.
Is that the mono white deck?
Yeah.
I'm going to look it up. That's what we have the computer for.
Yeah, you look that up. What else do I have? Oh, I have my cat's deck.
I already said that's Arabo.
Oh, my bad.
You have your mono red.
Oh, yeah.
Deck.
I don't remember his
You
name
don't remember the commander either?
I remember my deck's names by the colors that they are. Like, I got my red deck. I got my red and white deck. I got my all white deck. I got my colorless deck. I got my 4-color deck. I don't remember how many colors, what colors Atraxa is. But I have that deck too.
Mm-hmm.
And then, is that it? There's so many decks. My green white deck.
Are you keeping track?
Which is my cat's. No, I've been recounting.
Oh my God. Here's a pen and paper.
Atraxa.
This is going to be funny when I have to edit this back together.
Atraxa. My cat's deck.
Ashley, why don't you write the names down?
I don't know the names.
You said Atraxa.
Atraxa.
Yep.
I don't know what the cat's deck is called. The cat's deck. Iroas.
Yep.
He's the only one I know. Do I have more than that?
You have a white deck. I'm looking for it now.
Yeah, that's
Here we go.
Idris.
It's not Idris. Adric.
Idris Elba.
I have Adric. Adric.
Yep.
So I got Atraxa, Arabo, Aroas, Adric, Kozilek, Nehab.
Neheb. Yeah.
Neheb.
You gonna have
these magic cards. You always gotta say it a certain
I'm gonna tell
way.
you gonna have the squad. on
Don't
us.
come for me, y'all.
It's gonna be
I
the
ain't
Geek
like
Squad.
that.
Listen,
I play the cards. I don't know them.
It's gonna be the Geek Squad, and I'm not talking about Best Buy. You gonna have them on us.
Either way, Atraxa, Aroas, Adric, Kozilek, Neheb,
Yep.
the Eternal, and I don't think is that it?
I feel like you're missing
3, 4, 4.
You don't. The only deck you have with Blacken is Atraxa though.
Oh, Arabo.
We already said Arabo. That's
No,
the
I
cat's
didn't.
deck.
Not when I redid it.
Okay.
Atraxa, Arabo, Aroas, Adric, Kozilek, Neheb, the Eternal.
You gonna
That's
get it right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You only got 6?
Do I only got 6?
Girl,
I feel
I'm
like I
at,
got
like-
more than that.
It's
I know.
a
I feel
shame.
like I'm missing something.
I feel like
honestly.
you definitely are.
Because I don't play them. I haven't played in so long. I actually
Well, you
want to
tore
go.
down. We call it the pointer deck.
Oh
The
yeah,
4-color.
it was not my friend.
You won with it so many times, though.
I won with it like a couple of times, and then it was like, "Nah, we ain't falling for that again." I'm like, okay, forget y'all.
What's her Saskia? That's her name.
Saskia?
Yeah.
Oh
Saskia.
yeah. I don't remember, but I feel like I have more than 6 decks. But maybe it's just you that have more than 6 decks. And
Oh
that's
no,
why I
I'm
feel that way.
at like I'm more than double that. I think I'm
sick.
I'm pushing like 15 right now.
Excuse me, y'all. Like, my husband is a hoarder in every way.
I am not.
When he
Oh
finds
my
something he likes, he cannot stop.
Okay.
Like, I'm like, why do you have 12 commander decks? Like,
I play them
when-
all. For the record, I have played them all this year.
Yeah, you have played them all
All
but
of them.
like, you only get to play them like once.
And for those of you asking, when I went to LA, I took every deck I had.
He literally bought a special case.
I sure did.
For those suckers. Like, what the heck?
What's it called? The TSA? They was like, excuse me, sir.
this ain't a bomb, is it? Cavity search.
No, please, no. No, it was no. They definitely on the way back. Actually, they did not stop me in Columbus. They was like, just let me go. On the way back, though, I forgot about that too. That's why on the way back I forgot, because they got me a sweet Ultra Pro backpack. They got me a T-shirt. I got
sleeves.
I got tons of sleeves. I got a binder,
a mat.
Yeah, I got a 2 playmat. I don't know, 2 signed playmats.
Yeah, they hooked you up.
Yeah, I had a bunch of swag. I had to redo my luggage and my carry-ons, so I carried on 2 book bags. So on the way back, because I went to go see my grandmother after I got done with the show, because she lives out in California, and so I went to the San Diego airport, and they basically were like, no, nope, and that's why I had to stop and like take everything out the bags, and they were like going through like sort through. I was like, please be careful.
Don't hurt my
Like,
magic cards,
like,
please.
You're holding thousands of dollars. Please take your time.
Anyways.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing about our Magic collection, I will say, though. Since we've been playing since 2013, 2014, I don't even think we've actually purchased that many cards. Like, normally, when I build a new deck, I maybe spend $25. If I really am pushing it, like 40 or 50.
We purchased a lot at the beginning, and then we ended up just doing a lot of trading as time went on.
Yeah, we do play sealed, and we do play draft.
Yeah, when it's going on. We haven't played two-headed
giant.
I think two-headed dragon is so, like, it's such a better, it's a better name.
You're just thinking of Elder Dragon Highlander, that's why.
I don't know what that is.
That's EDH, Commander.
Huh?
You didn't know that all this time?
No. I told you I don't know nothing about Magic. Look, I play the game. That is all.
I tap my mana to cast my spells to beat your face. I win.
That's all I know. I only know to play the games. I know everybody was like, oh, Jacob got a wife that plays Magic. Yeah, but I just play Magic. Don't ask me for no folklore. Don't ask me for a whole bunch of deep names. Don't be like, oh, I don't even know. I can't even think of a fake name. But don't say that and expect me to know what it is. Like, I need to read all your cards.
All of the cards.
Unless it's a card that I got in a deck. That's about it.
All right. I'm glad we could clear that up. But
You're
yeah,
welcome.
We've only purchased like very few. But yeah, we play sealed, two-headed giant. That was normally what we did before we had kids.
I love two-headed giant, man.
Every once in a while, we'll sneak out and play some draft.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Yeah, I think that's about it, though, right?
When it comes to Magic, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then we play Commander with our friends. Like, we have a friends play group. I think it's like 8 or 9
We were playing like
strong.
once a month.
Well, we were playing bi-weekly at one point.
Were we?
Oh, yeah. We were playing
For a little
bi-weekly. It mostly it gets up during the
seasons.
winters. Yeah, I'll say during the winter months. Once I stop gigging out,
Yeah.
we're like really in there. So, but yeah, so we don't really purchase that much. When I build a new deck, like I said, I only put in maybe 25, max of 50.
Yeah. Well, we just gonna move right along from Magic because we just deep dived into that.
Sure did. Episode 1, deep dive into magic.
How about we do a little icebreaker, as like all the things we just said wasn't an icebreaker.
Right.
And we do some of our top 5 favorite things to game this year during quarantine.
I mean, I wouldn't even say favorite things to game. I think it's just like this year so far, 2020 edition, right now, period, space. The list is always changing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this is a top 5 of things we like to do, game wise. You know what? Let's give an honorable mention to 2 animes.
Oh, yes.
2 animes.
We might talk about anime sometimes because we love anime.
We do love anime.
I mean, so much that I like binge.
You are so excited right now. She is so excited, y'all.
I binge watched One Piece. Like, how quickly?
Now listen, hold up. Now I want to give y'all some background. She didn't binge watch One Piece when One Piece was like episode like 4, 5. Like when I say
it's like 900.
It wasn't 900 yet. I think they had like 800 episodes maybe, but it was still a lot.
It was a lot.
Like she put on the dub first. We're dub first of all, in the dub versus sub war, #team dub. #team dub. Okay?
I ain't got time to be reading stuff all the time.
Fight us in the comments. I like the context. I like to see what's going on. Now, don't get me wrong. We'll do some sub because we on One Piece sub right now.
Yeah.
We are week to week.
We gotta do it.
I'm finishing up Naruto still. But the sub, man, listen, having kids and doing sub content, bump that.
I gotta be able to play with my kid.
Yes.
And not watch the TV.
Yeah.
Like, actively watch the TV.
Yeah.
So subs ain't for parents. Sorry to say.
I mean, it is after hours. It's not even like, and even now, because
our daughter, after hours, it ain't even then, because I'll be too tired. I'm like, I'm gonna sit down and watch this subbed anime.
I think,
I fell asleep.
I think our number 1 anime together is One Piece, right?
One Piece. I mean, it would be My Hero Academia if you weren't a bum.
Wow. How you gonna cover your pants neck like that, though? I just want y'all to know that we just talked like maybe 10 minutes on anime and we got really off topic. We're gonna save this for another show. We're gonna save the anime for another show.
Yeah.
Let's just get the top 1 and 2 so they don't get bored.
Currently One Piece and My Hero Academia.
Okay. Now I'm gonna leave that part in.
I know everybody's like on the My Hero Academia train.
I love it.
I'm on it.
I love it.
I am the conductor.
I think for this year, I think my number 2 has to be Forest of Piano. For those that don't know me, I am a musician on top of my regular 9 to 5. And piano is my main instrument. And when I say it is the first anime that legitimately looked like they were playing piano and they went into like Chopin music and all this classical music and gave me an appreciation for classical music that I have never had before. It was really great. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. So that's my number 2 right now, 2020.
I've never been that into animes that have like, oh, we gonna play piano, or oh, let's play the violin, like it's I don't know, like I'm saving your life. I'm playing, like, I've never been that big of a fan, or like sport animes.
I mean, here's the thing.
Not my thing.
You like slice of life anime, though.
Oh my gosh, anything that brings me joy when I watch it just makes me so happy. I just can't stop watching it.
That's the thing.
Or
I think
anime about food. Oh my goodness.
Okay,
but it has to be like,
stop.
Sorry.
Stop.
See? We can't talk about anime right now.
There will be an anime.
We're done.
Episode.
We can't talk about anime right now because I love it so much, and there's just too much to talk about on this first episode.
There is.
So
y'all just came here for a little appetizer. We're trying to give you a full course meal right now.
Right.
And we're going to move on.
Yeah. Let's go back to our top 5
favorite things to game
right now.
At this moment.
You gonna go first?
So I'm gonna go first. So my number 5 game is NBA 2K Playgrounds 2.
Yeah.
For those people who like NBA Jam, This is basically NBA Jam with the current roster plus a bunch of legends. And then they even, for some players, they actually included them on multiple rosters. Like LeBron, you got LeBron from the Cavs, you got LeBron from the Heat, and LeBron from the Lakers. So you literally can like do different matchups, and you can choose, and you're not stuck to a team when you play either. You literally get to just like a pickup game, so you get to choose any two players you want, and they have all kind of superpowers and turbo and crazy dunks, and
you can go far back too, can't you? Like Scottie Pippen.
Oh yeah, Scottie Pippen. Hey, matter of fact, they got Michael Jordan in the game, which was crazy for me to see because he basically rarely makes appearances as far as I'm concerned. Like he'll show up in some, and he'll be like, "Nah, I don't feel like having my likeness used this year. They ain't pay me enough." But they got MJ from the Bulls in the game. They do not have him when he was in the Wizards in the game. But they got Scotty for the Bulls and
they got
the
him
Blazers.
on Space Jam.
Shut up, Ashley.
Just kidding.
Do not got no the Toon team.
They got Bugs Bunny.
No. Oh
Just
my
kidding.
gosh.
I'm just kidding.
All right, Ashley, what's your number 5 game?
My number 5 game is far from where you are.
All right.
It's The Outer Worlds.
Oh yeah, that's a good game.
Very violent game, but I love it.
That's
just
the first
the
thing you
same.
say about it.
Yes, because that's all I like. That game is violent. It can go so dark, but the storyline is so good. You know, and I'm not going to say anything about it because I will spoil it.
She will. She's really bad about spoilers.
But I really enjoyed that game. I started playing it. I watched Jacob play it first, and I was like, that looks kind of boring.
Okay, now backstory. We played this on the Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
And those graphics was trash.
Oh my lord! For a
those
graphic
are some of
snob,
the
I'm
worst.
surprised I played the game.
Those are some of the worst graphics I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was. I can't even think. Like, it's like PS2 graphics.
Yeah, PS2. Yeah, it was bad. It basically, if you've ever played a game and you've watched the textures, like you load in, but the rest of the environment hasn't loaded in. Borderlands is really good about doing that. They'll like load you in, and the environment still has to pop in. Imagine the texture right before the graphics pop in for like HD resolution. That was the outside environments. Now the inside,
At all times.
yeah, inside environments weren't as bad.
No.
And the character models weren't as bad, but the outdoor environments.
Yeah.
Whew. Oh, that was trash.
But I really enjoyed that game.
Yeah.
The story really kept me enticed. I couldn't stop playing it.
Oh, you actually beat it, but I started the game before Ashley did, and Ashley actually beat it before I did.
It was so good. And it was crazy. Like, the stuff that was going on in that game, the plot line was just good. Like, it was just something different compared to what I'm used to playing as a adventure RPG. Mm-hmm. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it as well. It did not make my top 5 list, but it was.
I played it so hard, so it made mine.
It had to. It had to.
Yeah.
All right. So I will do my number 4. Now my number 4 game is Fortnite, and I know what a lot of you are already saying out there. How did Jacob you play? I know, right? Jacob, you play Fortnite. Listen. We played Fortnite back in 2018, season 4. Yep, season 4. When the day it dropped on the Switch, we played a little bit season 4, and then I think I got to like maybe level 30, level 40. And then I played a little bit of season 5, actually grinded season 5. And then after that,
sorta.
Yeah. And then after that,
sucked.
we dropped the game. And apparently Fortnite just went really bad for a while. Season 2, chapter 3. No, chapter 2, season 3. That's what it is. Chapter 2, season 3 makes me feel like I am back in old school Fortnite for the amount of fun that it is.
Yeah.
They did a lot of balancing with their matchmaking. And stuff like that. So for me,
like if you suck, they gonna put you with people who suck.
Nah, they gonna put you with bots, fam.
Oh yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, if you really suck, yeah,
that was
with bots.
That was the one thing when we came back to the game. We had been gone for so long, so when we got into matchmaking, we were like, "How are we winning on our first?" We like,
why was that man running away from us?
Right, it was so bad.
This is the end of the game. He's running away. I'm like, what's going on?
It was so bad that I literally just had to look. I was like, "What is going on?" So I looked it up. I was like, oh, okay, bots. Once we got out of the bot phase and then started playing against real players that were closer to our skill,
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, this is cool.
It got real fun. And then
Yeah.
my sister and her boyfriend started joining us
Yep.
when the COVID,
COVID.
hit, you know.
The Rona.
Yeah, we couldn't communicate with nobody else. So it's been a fun thing to connect to family.
Yeah.
It's been a connection.
So Ashley, what is your number 4?
My number 4 is a peaceful game called Invento. It's a cat. It's a little story. It's a puzzle solver. It's basically like this little baby cat is going through life. It's showing their connection through food.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I thought Bento was just a game about making bento boxes.
Yeah,
puzzle game.
it is.
It's
But,
got a story?
Yeah, when you get done with each chapter,
Okay.
it'll show you another piece of the story.
Okay.
And it's all connected to food. Like the little cat grew up and as he was growing up, his mom was always making him lunches and dinners that were bento boxes.
Okay.
The cat goes on to be a chef. So then they intertwine that with the bento boxes.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It really is. I really enjoy it. I'm almost done with it. It's got a little difficult toward the end. Before I was breezing through, and then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I gotta really use brain power. But it's something. It really relieves stress, and it just brings peace. It has a nice little
Soothing melody.
soothing melody that plays while you are playing. And yeah, I really enjoy that game. It's the game I go to when I just need to let go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now, full disclosure before I say my number 3, we actually have not been board gaming right now. Anything. My number 3 and my number 2 don't hit the table for me and Ashley just because we have been lazy and haven't wanted to set up any board games table, literally nothing.
But
these are still
play?
these are still my number 3, my number 2, and my number 3. So just full disclosure. But number 3 is Arcadia Quest.
It's a good game.
It is. It's some backstory. I really wanted a dungeon crawling, dice throwing RPG, and I got this game Super Dungeon Explorer, and I think one tile, it was we had 5 or 6 tiles. One person's the dungeon master and the other people are the explorers coming through. It's like a chibi JRPG style type of game. That's the vibes it gives you. But you're setting everything up on a grid and no story. They're just going in. And the problem is the game would take an hour per tile. We would spend 3-4 hours playing the game.
I wasn't for it.
And I needed a quicker game. And when I found Arcadia Quest, I sold Super Dungeon Explorers super quick.
It hit the spot.
It did, because once you know the rules and she helps me set up actually only takes maybe 10 minutes. Again, we're really lazy right now, guys. COVID has us in a completely different spot. But when we set up maybe takes us maybe 10-15 minutes across the entire table. The game takes half an hour for just a quick session. And then if we want to set up, there's a whole campaign. You level up, you get gear, you get loot. There's so much to do in there. And I have the regular Arcadia Quest, and I also have Arcadia Quest Inferno plus an expansion and a ton of characters.
You're welcome.
I know. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate you. But what was it? A 30th birthday present, I think? No.
Maybe, yeah.
No,
One of them
you
was.
got me near and far for my 30th birthday.
I got you multiple games.
You're awesome. You blessed me with many gifts.
Yeah. That game is all right. I'm not a big fan of board games where you got to roll the dice to
do anything.
The fate is in the roll. I'm nah.
It
I
almost
hate
ruined
that.
Champions of Midgard for you.
I want to win because I used my strategic thinking into beating you.
I want to use my strategery to beat you.
Yeah, I don't want to roll a dice and be did I hit you enough? No, I hate that. It's the worst.
I love it. She plays it with me. There still is strategy involved. And I will say there is a certain level of feel bad when you roll the dice and you just don't get
I'm not a dice roller. I suck.
I love dice rolling.
He loves it.
I love it.
And
I
I'm
listen.
sitting there rolling
But listen, you live by the role, you die by the role.
And I die a lot.
Me too. You literally, the last scenario we played, you won.
I did. I was surprised though. I felt like I was like hanging on to the edge. Like, please.
Everybody's hanging on.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Ashley. So what's your number 3?
My number 3 is another game that we have not really been playing because it's not entirely too fun to play with just 2 people.
Okay, well, what game is this?
That's Magic the Gathering.
Oh, okay.
In Commander, it's not that much fun to play with just 2 people because it's a longer game. Like if
I wouldn't say it's a longer game.
I mean, it can be.
You talking about Commander, right?
Yeah, like between 2 people, or maybe it's just too cut and dry.
I think it's too unbalanced. I think it's really hard for where all of our decks are. It's basically either it's a blowout. That's all it is. It's either a blowout from you or it's a blowout from me.
Yeah, and that's just not fun. I mean, sometimes like if we get, what was that deck that we just bought? Those
we
little
got
decks.
Jumpstart. That's pretty fun.
If we get something like that, then it's something that's fast and it's not really anything that we made because it's either one of Jacob's overly powered Magic decks.
You have those too.
Not really. I have overly powered Magic decks that go slow and work better with multiple people, not really one person. Yeah. So, yeah, the Jumpstart deck that we played from Magic the Gathering, that was fun and it was quick.
Yeah. We also do Sealed.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And even though it's COVID and we don't really get to play, it's still my number 3. It's in the middle. It's always in the middle.
It's always in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's always in the middle.
My number 2 is Magic as well. Now, unlike Ashley, I've actually been playing on, now it's called spelltable.com. Me and my buddies get together and we play on Spelltable. So that's been pretty fun for me. I know you haven't really wanted to play, I guess.
No.
Online. I mean, it is a different experience. I will admit that it does take a little bit of setup. And then I've had to do some really wonky things with my camera, with my webcam and stuff. And I think I used like some board games. I put some books on the other side of a music stand, like half a music stand. Use a webcam with a metal mount to attach. It's
some MacGyver. MacGyver stuff. It's some MacGyver stuff.
It is. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely a lot, but it gets the job done. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a different way to play. It's the only reason why, since we've been in quarantine, that I actually have not played my clones deck, because if I'm taking stuff for clone, like it's just
too much.
It's way too much
to do over online.
Right. So, but yeah, that's my number 2, Magic the Gathering. Ashley, what is your number 2?
My number 2 is Ni no Kuni.
Ooh, okay.
I guess during this whole time period, I've kind of gotten into RPGs.
Yes.
Kicking and screaming.
Yes.
I've done all the games that I like, all the adventure games. There's only so many, and I'm kind of stuck on the Nintendo Switch right now. We used to have 2 PS4s, so we played on that a lot. And then I sold my PS4 to get a Nintendo Switch.
Now, can I tell on you? I'm gonna tell on you. So here's the thing. So we had 2 PS4s. One we got for super cheap, and I forget how we got the other one.
I don't know.
I think it was like Black Friday or something.
I think we just bought it, yeah.
Yeah. And then moving into, once the Switch came out, Ashley saw me playing Breath of the Wild. Now, she never played any Zelda game.
I did not like Zelda before
Not at all.
this.
And she played it, and then the next thing I know, like, my Switch would just disappear, be gone. I'm like, excuse me? And she would just be like playing, like she played. When I say she played the mess out of Breath of the Wild, she played the mess out of Breath of the Wild.
I did. I loved it so much. It was the first game that I have played that hard in a long time.
Right. The first of now many games. So then after that, the game that really broke, like the straw that broke the camel's back, was Stardew freaking Valley.
I love that.
Man, listen, when I thought my Switch was gone during Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, no. It did not prepare me for my Switch, me just not playing my Switch for like a week when Stardew. Like I would literally play it like just a little bit at home.
Be like, you taking it to work? Oh no, I'm just gonna keep it today.
Yeah, like I'm getting ready for work, and all of a sudden I can't find my Switch.
Sorry.
Like it was bad. I was at that point. I was like, "Yep, we gonna sell this PS4 and go get another Switch."
Yeah, I mean, I think I decided to do that. I'm like, I mean, if the Switch is gonna be like this, I can run with the Switch.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, they haven't really let me down.
That's what I'm gonna say. They haven't let you down.
I've played a lot of games, finished a lot of games, all because of having a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
And its versatility of being able to play it on the TV or bring it with me, and I love it.
Okay, so let's bring that back. So you've gotten into RPGs.
Yes,
Ni no Kuni.
I've always hated RPGs.
No, save it for later.
Okay, sorry y'all.
Sorry, if you want to know more,
Kuni
listen to the
is
next
my
episode.
thing right now. Okay,
Yep.
I will say this though. I'm on Ni no Kuni because I played Fire Emblem, and
Three Houses. Fire
that
Emblem,
scratched
Three
the
Houses.
itch I didn't know I had, and I just needed more. So then I got Ni no Kuni, and I'm like, maybe this will do it. It's all right, but I'm still getting into it. I just
Maybe
started playing it.
It's
I
all
like
right.
it.
Yeah.
I wish there was more acting, like voice acting in it.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I just be skimming through the reading. I don't got time to be doing all that. But it's a fun game so far, and that's it. That's my number 2.
All right. Now, before we go to our number 1 games, I'm pretty sure I know what your number 1 game is.
Yeah, it's gonna be real. Like,
Okay, we might do your number 1 first.
Not a climax.
We have to give an honorable mention this year to Animal Crossing. The game that came out basically right when COVID hit, and we have put hundreds of hours into Animal Crossing.
It really helped us.
It did.
I'm like, honestly, along with everybody else, even though there were some people that was just ragging on Animal Crossing, but it really did help.
This is how I know that Animal Crossing was really good. My friends group is a diverse group of gamers, and I have a particular person in my group that is basically the yin to my yang. Like, we are literally polar opposites on almost everything. Love the dude. But yeah, like literally polar opposites there. There's only a handful of games that we'll actually play together, and both of us will like them. And when it came to Animal Crossing, at one point, even he got in Animal Crossing a little bit and put his couple of hours into it.
Yeah.
That was a game that basically, like, when the world was on fire and burning and we were first learning to cope with COVID-19, Animal Crossing was like, here, hit rocks, dig holes, pay your house loan, get a bigger house, hit rocks, dig holes.
Fish.
Right? Yes, fish, catch bugs, go to an island. We're like, yes, Animal Crossing, yes.
It's so peaceful. Little animals everywhere.
So the only reason why it's not on our list now is just because
we played that thing out.
You know that, right? So, like, we'll go back like
every
little
so
bit.
often,
Yeah,
like
every so
when there's
often.
an event.
Do some of the new stuff.
Our daughter plays it now.
Yeah, but it's not nearly as big as it used to be when it first came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what? Ashley, you're number 1 because it's on my list.
My number none. My number 1.
My number enough.
My number 1 is Fortnite.
Yep.
I've been killing that thing. Like,
Yep.
It's been scratching my competitive itch like no other.
Yep.
I just can't help it. Like, I'm not that great, but I'm not that bad. Like, I get wins.
Listen, put a hunting rifle in her hands, and she is a monster.
I shot somebody today and didn't even know. I couldn't even see him.
She did.
I'm just gonna guess where your head is.
Yeah.
But it was like that game. It does it for me. I enjoy shooting the cartoonish people, not real people. I enjoy shooting them. I enjoy winning. I don't enjoy losing, but I do. It's just been fun. It's been a great thing for me, and it's been a great connection between me and my sister.
Yeah.
In this whole thing, I think really, that's the closest connection I have to anyone right now besides Jacob.
I was about to say, give me my problem. I was like, I played a game with you.
Yeah, besides Jacob. And I'm like, it's even brought us closer to like my sister's boyfriend.
Yeah.
He's been around, and it's really let me see a different side of him. So I'm putting Fortnite at number 1 because it has brought things to me that I didn't think was possible.
Yeah. I'm surprised you got back into it as hard as you did. We did complete our battle pass this year.
Yes, and I've never done that before because I sucked so bad when I first started back in the day.
Yeah, you're at what level, like 152 right now or something like that?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to that 160.
Yeah, get our full night, what's it called, Enlightened?
Yeah, I'm not like one of those people that's like, I'm at 160 and it's week 5. I'm like, I ain't got time for that.
Nah, you know they was buying their levels.
Right? Bye. I'm like, I don't got the V-Bucks. I ain't got that to do.
Yeah,
I need real bucks.
It's fun though. It's definitely a fun game.
Right.
As I've already said earlier, so I'm not going to belabor it. My number 1 game. This is my favorite video game franchise of all time. It's a little bit cheating because it has all the franchises in it. I think we are at 80 characters, 81 characters. It's insane. Colors weave into a spire of flames. We are talking about Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Oh my Lord.
I mean, I think at this point I have put in 500 hours into Smash Brothers since launch.
He's addicted.
Yeah.
He got problems.
It's okay. I got into Smash Brothers back. I played a little bit on the N64, but it was really Melee. I went to a boys' slumber party when I was either high school, I think. And I remember we were playing Smash Brothers. We played like all night. Like,
then y'all, like, you told me like y'all brought TVs.
Oh yeah,
there.
we used to do it up. We used to bring like multiple TVs. Once the Xbox came out, we actually used to bring multiple TVs and multiple Xboxes and have giant LAN parties with 16 players and have 8v8 teams. It was
I would
crazy.
not want to be in that room of boys.
Oh man, no, it's 2 rooms. It was actually 2 rooms, one upstairs and then one downstairs.
Still stank.
It was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot of boys. But yeah, I played it since Melee. I played Brawl. I played a little bit of Wii U. The only Nintendo system I haven't owned in recent years was the Wii U.
I refuse.
Yeah, we had kids. We had other priorities. But getting back to the Switch, man, they released that Smash Brothers, and it is my favorite. I play online.
It's a good game.
It is. I play Snake, and I'm moving away from Dark Samus, even though Dark Samus is one of my favorite characters I'm really good with. Snake is just one of my favorite characters from one of my favorite franchises, period. Metal Gear. And then on top of that, I play a little bit of Captain Falcon. I've been working on my Captain Falcon since he got buffed. Right. You know what?
I'll tear somebody up with a handicap.
Yeah. Now that is one, we'll kind of allude to it. That is one thing, like for us to play Smash Brothers together, because I play it online and I play it a little more competitively than Ashley does. And she doesn't like items. Like items to me is the great equalizer, but she doesn't like the randomness of it. So we actually use the handicap function.
It's like rolling dice to me.
Yeah. And so so if she likes winning by skill, she doesn't like the items. So our compromise that we worked on is that she'll play me at a handicap. So normally I'll start at like 40 or 50%, depending on how much practice she's had. Her Bowser's pretty nice though.
I love me some Bowser.
And your Cloud, you got a good Bowser, a good Cloud. Your Corrin. Mm-hmm. We play what's it called? Squad Strike. Is it Squad Strike mode? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we play that Squad Strike mode. There's so many characters. I'm like, I got
What's
to play.
What's that one girl's name with the sword?
Lucina.
Yeah, Lucina.
You got a good Lucina.
Yeah, I got a good like 5.
You started out with Pac-Man. I thought you was gonna ride the Pac-Man train.
That's all I ever played. No, it was Kirby.
Well, I do. Kirby's a good starting character though.
Yeah,
I didn't think Kirby was gonna be your end all be all.
No,
when you got to Pac-Man,
I can't even play Kirby now.
Matter of fact, let me pull the roster up.
I can't even play Kirby now.
You said you can't even play it.
No,
Kirby now?
I'm like, and then Banjo and Kazooie.
Oh yeah, I forgot when that came out. You took over Banjo and Kazooie.
Yeah, I played him for a while. I can't even really play him now though. But yeah, Bowser, Cloud,
Let me pull this up.
Corin, and Lucina. And what's his face from Meteor?
Was you about to say Meteor Man?
Yeah, Meteor Man, man.
Oh my god.
From Metroid. What's the name?
Ridley.
I play a pretty good Ridley too.
Yeah, you
I
do.
play pretty good, just like heavies. Period. Honestly.
Yeah, everyone except Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
Me and
Bowser.
him
Your
don't
Bowser
get
is
along.
fierce. Let me see. You played a little bit of Joker because you liked Sheik, but I was like, play Joker.
Yeah.
And you was like, huh. You played
He's
that.
all right. But yeah, at the beginning of this whole core tween, like all we had was Smash Brothers, and I'm not playing. I don't know if it was me just going into like a mode to entertain Jacob during this craziness or what, but we played every day for hours.
It wasn't hours.
Yes,
maybe,
it was.
It was maybe an hour. You can't play. You can't play any fighting game that long.
Jacob,
You cannot. I had
promise.
to space it. I had to spread it out.
We would play
So-
for an hour and then stop.
Yeah.
An hour and then stop.
Now, to be clear though, at the beginning of the year, because my son was born in October. At the beginning of the year, Ashley did take on some work, so I was at home a little bit more too. On that parental leave, shout out to my job.
Oh yeah,
For 16 weeks, huh?
that's great.
Yeah, it was nice. It was actually, I ain't gonna lie, it was awesome being able to be there with the kids and the family and helping out. But yeah, we got into Smash Brothers pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see if you have any other characters.
I'm
that
tired
you
of it
use.
now.
You get tired of games eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So
I play real hard, and then I'm like, I
wonder if you're gonna burn out on Fortnite.
I don't see it happening.
That is true. I mean, I haven't burned out. If I haven't
wouldn't have burned
Smash,
out on Breath of the Wild if the story didn't run out.
that is also true.
Like, I would have kept playing that
Yeah.
sucker. I can't wait to the next one. I just think about it sometimes. I'm just like,
I don't
I
even
can't
know.
wait to play you. But the DLC, for some reason, I can never get into DLCs for games.
Okay, now
I think it just took too long to come out, and then I was just over it.
first of all, that's a problem with Nintendo DLC, period. Most of their story DLC is like, hey, here's some DLC that have been real good in the middle of the story.
Right?
Like that Three Houses DLC. I was like, what is this?
For Fire Emblem?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's why I didn't buy it.
I'm just like over DLC. When DLC comes out that late in the game, like I'm just not. It wasn't even that late in the game. It was like after I had played the game. I was just
And
like,
you started it like 3 or 4 months after I did.
yeah. I tried to get into the DLC,
Yeah.
but it just wasn't doing it for me when there was no more real story to
You
follow.
talking about the Zelda DLC?
Yeah.
The first one wasn't, and then eventually they actually did a full-blown story DLC, but by then we were just like, we moved on.
Right. Bought it and everything. I'm just
I
like,
know.
man, I wish I didn't waste that money.
Sometimes I want to get back into it, but Nintendo keeps their games at $60 forever.
That's true. And I ain't playing for it again.
Is there anything else that you wanted to say to the people?
I just hope that this is a thing.
Yeah.
I don't really go out and try a lot of new things. I have dreamed.
No, she doesn't.
I have dreamed of having a YouTube channel for years. I have been on YouTube on and off throughout the years, watching some of my favorite bloggers, and I hope this is something that we can do on the regular.
Yeah. I just have a lot to say.
I do too. The thing is that y'all, I'm an introvert. I don't even know how I get so many words.
I think, listen, she claims to be an introvert. I don't believe her.
I am. You meet me in real life, I can be pretty quiet until I warm up. And then when I warm up, for some reason, something just switches off. It's like, I'm no longer an introvert. But then I'll be real tired afterwards. So
Yeah,
I am
she
an
don't turn
introvert.
off. She never turns off.
It takes a lot. I do.
Yeah. Well, if you have hung in till the end of the episode, we just want to say that we appreciate you. Thank you for listening to this episode.
Hopefully we didn't bore you too much.
Right. Hopefully you had some laughs. Again, we're always looking for feedback. So if you have any constructive feedback. If you're on YouTube, leave us some feedback in the comments. And then any other
Like and
platforms.
subscribe.
I know, right? Yeah, that's right. Like and you get to say that now.
That's
like
what we
subscribe.
doing.
No, we're
Like
not
and
we're not gonna. I
subscribe.
promise we're not gonna do that. Nope, we're not gonna be that channel. I promise you. But do like and subscribe. Give us any constructive feedback on the podcast, and I think that's about it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so cool. This has been episode 1 of the Jacob and Ashley Show.
The Ashley and Jacob Show.
Thank you so much for listening and taking the time to be with us today. And I hope that you all have a great day.
That's not even the song.